Pacific Islander Heritage Month, it's a time for celebrating the rich history and culture of tens of millions of Americans. That includes my next guest. He is a three-time Paralympic medalist for Team USA. In 2012, he won bronze, and in both 2016 and 2020, he won silver. This year, he hopes to win gold in Paris. His sport, wheelchair rugby, better known as Murderball, which is the greatest name ever for a sport. Please welcome Chuck Aoki.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You are so badass. So wait, explain for people that aren't aware, like explain the sport.
Yeah, so like you said, it's called Murderball, affectionately referred to as wheelchair rugby. So when you first see it, you're going to see people in these tank-like wheelchairs. Like this wheelchair I'm in weighs about 20 pounds. Those weigh about 45 pounds. So they're literally built for combat, to smash into each other and knock each other around. But the more you watch it and sort of the more you see it develop and kind of understand what's going on, there's actually a lot of tactics to it. So it's not just, why did Chuck just fly into that guy? It's like, no, there's actually strategy and reasoning behind why we do it.
Yeah.
So I like to say it's sort of high-speed chess bumper cars. It's a mix of everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's remarkable, but you can't actually feel the ball, right? Like other people, right?
Correct. Yeah, I have my disability. Essentially, I have no sensation from my elbows down and my knees down.
Yeah.
And so I've had that since I was born. Obviously, very challenging growing up, but I was a very active kid.
Yeah.
And so my parents were like, well, yeah, you're going to use a wheelchair, but you're still going to have to stay out there and be active. So, yeah, I can't feel my hands, but I've developed a lot of, we'll call them sort of superpowers as a result. I've got very good hand-eye coordination. So I like to say if I can see it, I can catch it. If I can't see it, a little bit more of a struggle, but you find your way. I keep my eyes open when I play, because believe it or not, in Murderball, you have to keep your eyes open.
Yeah, it seems like a poor choice to close them.
It's a little scary sometimes.
I've never played, but I feel like you should keep them open.
You'll have to try it sometime.
Oh my God, I would not be good, because if you have to have arms like that, I'm out. So how did you get into this sport, though? How did you find out?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Minnesota. I grew up going to this place called the Courage Center. It's where I did my rehab and kind of learned how to be active and stuff. And so I started both wheelchair basketball, sport I loved a lot, had a really good time playing it, met a lot of friends. But then I was 15 years old, and I saw this movie called Murderball. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, they're crashing each other, they're talking trash. This looks amazing. I want to play that sport. And my parents were like, well, I'm not so sure about that. But I basically went to a practice. I got absolutely beat up for an hour and a half straight, and I fell in love with it, as naturally goes.
Boys and girls are so different, you know? Well, as I mentioned earlier, it's AAPI Heritage Month. In 2021, Chuck was a flag bearer for the Tokyo Paralympics, representing Team USA. So why was that moment significant for you?
Yeah, that moment, really meant a lot to me. Growing up, honestly, I didn't identify much with my Asian heritage. Yeah. And it's because my grandparents, great-grandparents, great-uncles, all those people were actually interned during World War II by this country as a result. And so, they were interned and obviously got out. And really, my father, and they didn't really want to identify with that heritage much because they were bullied for it. They were made fun of for it. They were seen as still this enemy, this other being. And so, come Tokyo, the games are there. That's, of course, where my family's from. It was this moment to say, no, like, I'm going to embrace this. And, to then go from this country being, locking up my ancestors to now I'm leading out Team USA on the grandest stage of them all was really just an amazing story to sort of come full circle. And I'm looking forward to doing even more going forward.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you did it. Okay, that was really... Everybody, you can catch the Paralympics in Paris beginning August 28th on NBC and Peacock. Good luck. I'm rooting for you.